because they'll just eat like potatoes and like salads, and they'll be like, yeah, I'm vegetarian, and like they can't figure out why they're either still like overweight or so skinny and vitamin deficient that they're about to die, because you're not eating any actual vegetables, you're eating potatoes and salads. And like you're not eating
Exactly.
any beans, you're not eating any like kinds of there are combinations of vegetables and other types of foods that don't include meat that can make complete protein.
So
So yeah, you've always led kind of a vegetarian diet. You said you ate out a lot more in Houston, which is kind of a given because the food is so delicious there. Did you work out much whenever you lived here?
hold on, let me think. I don't think I ate out all that much in Houston to be. Oh, no, no, no. I eat out more here, but that's more like because of the whole like social factor of like going out with your friends and you're not gonna go to
Mm-hmm.
someone's house, right?
Right.
And but
Oh, is
wait,
that
to
different
clarify,
there?
I've
Y'all
been
don't like
vegetarian my
to
entire
come over to
life.
people's houses? Y'all
No,
don't
it's just
usually.
because everyone's got their own like studio apartment. So if you've
Right,
got a
just
group
like
of people,
small.
it's a lot harder. Yeah, so we're always like meeting somewhere out, and it's like everyone gets to go out right on a night out. But I've been vegetarian my whole life.
Oh,
Um,
like from birth? Like was it
yeah.
your parents chose or like you did as you
I guess
came out of the
both
womb?
because my parents were vegetarian before they got married. Like they met
Mm,
and they were already both vegetarians, and then um, of course they raised me vegetarian, but it's gotten to that point where I've just made my own choice.
yeah, of course. Like, because you wouldn't have. I mean, I'm not. I wasn't insinuating that like your parents made you become vegetarian. I was just like, if it was your household lifestyle, that's like different. And like once you become an
Right,
adult,
right,
you
right,
have
right,
the
right.
choice, and you continued to be vegetarian. Correct.
Yeah, right, exactly. So, um, yeah, and I'm exercising has never been big on my list, not gonna lie.
Okay.
I'm definitely
Same.
not
Same.
that fit. Yeah, like I think I've always had the impression that I look fit, but that's more like thanks to my dad's side where it just, you know, mostly looking right, but not exactly looking correct. And so I finally just started exercising a few months back. Like actually like getting into a routine of exercising and having something that I do.
So you.
I tried actually reading people who made an actual schedule. So day one, you're gonna do this. Day two, you're gonna do this, and they got a whole 30-day schedule. And I think by day, I want to say day three, I wasn't really following the schedule. But let's be honest, by day two, I wasn't even really doing it anymore. So I was going through a really tough time, like a really tough time, and then I was watching the show I watch, and the characters just dance when they're stressed. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna dance when I'm stressed. Let's do that. Let's try this
Right.
out. And then I started to add in, body weight exercises where you just, for example, like burpees. So it just
Yes.
became, it was like 30 minutes, and I was like, this isn't long enough for me. I made it an hour. And after an hour, I was like, no, I still got a lot to burn. So I just made it to an hour and a half. And then I thought, you know what? I've got to really step it up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an hour and a half in the day, hour and a half in the night, and that will give me 3 hours a day. And then one of them is going to be more cardio based, one of them is going to be more body weight based.
So that's 3 total hours like a day, or do you just do it a couple of days a week?
First, I was doing it 3 hours a day, but now I'm down to every other day.
Every other day. Okay. Well, that's so you were doing it every day, so 7 days a week.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I was really. I was dancing it out 7 days a
right.
week.
Well, I don't think there's any shame in going down to every other day if you're dancing 3 hours a day. And I definitely commend being able to get like a set schedule and routine down because that has been beyond me my entire life. It's part of why like I don't know, I just can't like I'll start I mean, it's a tale as old as time. Like you start doing something and then you stop, except I do that with everything that's good for me. It's just like really hard for me to get down like healthy routines. So have you, other than, you can't see right now because you're wearing a shirt and I can't see your arms, but like other than your jacked arms that everybody has been complimenting, like what other kind of, like, do you feel any different?
Say like I feel like my pants fit a lot better now. Actually, the workout pants I bought, um, I think I didn't realize about it until I didn't realize the change until maybe just a few couple of days ago. Because back when I used to put on my sweatpants, they are somewhat like fitted sweatpants, and I did not enjoy getting into those because my fat was just like leaking over the edge of it. Like
Of
it was not
sweatpants?
pretty. And now I actually can wear it comfortably. And then yeah, like I've just I don't I mean, I feel like my belly isn't as round. It's not like ovally. Like I actually can get a flatter stomach without having to suck it all in.
Nice. So, yeah, I definitely
um
think that the burpees would have helped that.
yeah, and I think I don't know, I think personally I just feel the bigger difference just in terms of my cardio ability because it's not as torturing or like I feel like I'm gonna die just walking up a hill anymore.
Yes. Every time I've worked out, like, it's like nobody wants to hear it, but like your stamina for like breathing and like doing difficult things definitely goes up.
Hey,
So, yeah, and like you just, do you feel any better, like other than like cardio? Is it like easier? I mean, cardio, yeah, other than cardio being easier, like is it easier for you to sleep? Do you feel like,
actually, I should say that for March, my routine has been down to just an hour and a half every other day because my body was completely exhausted before the end of the day. So I would actually just squeeze in a little nap if I could. Um,
okay,
or I was taking protein shakes and I was like, this is not what I need. I actually really need to be taking some kind of energy boosting pre-workout energy booster or post-workout energy booster. Um, but in I guess in general, it definitely okay, actually I gotta say this. The number one thing it did for me was make my mood better and mental health better. Because like I
good
said,
to
I
know.
started this when I was at a very low point. And in the beginning, I was very self conscious about dancing. And anyone who actually knows me would be like, me dancing, that's just unheard of. But
Yeah, I can't, I honestly
in
can't imagine it, but I'm
the
so happy
beginning,
for
I
you.
was like, no, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know about this. And then it got to the point of just, you know what? I actually started to feel happy because I would look forward to the time that I could dance because it was just moving around made my body feel good because
Yeah.
working from home or just it was just all about sitting here. So it felt really good to get my body moving around, sweating some. And I guess that just yeah, it just really makes my mood feel better because I'm like, you know what, I actually got some moves in today. I did something that wasn't just some kind of work or something. It's just I
Yeah.
did something better for myself.
Yeah.
And then that really helped my mental health more because I guess like blood flow is going up there. So my brain is like, yes,
Yes.
feeling this.
Yes, I've also heard that. I've also experienced the mental health boost from even just a little bit, physical activity. So, like
Hmm.
I say I hate physical activity and it's mostly true. But any time that I've started doing, like for my lower back, I started trying to do like yoga. I think I told you, and I couldn't get into a routine for that. Like I tried and tried, but you know, um, doing it and the days that I did it, I felt super amazing, like energized. And I had heard, and you had heard from your life coach, that, um, yeah, dancing and just moving around, for those of you that believe in this, it just can kind of like loosen up your energy and like get rid of all the stuff that's cooped up in there.
Hmm.
Um,
Exactly. So
yeah,
I actually support not necessarily. I wouldn't tell everybody like you've got to just get into dancing. I would just say
no,
whatever gets you into some kind of a moving routine. So
yes,
if if the gym membership is what gets you to exercise, that's it. If you
do that,
taking
right?
a walk,
It's so
that's
personal.
like whatever
Yeah,
gets your
take a
body to
walk.
actually move it.
Yeah, it's so personal to like every person. Like just do something every day, like even if it's pacing, like doing like 13 jumping jacks. Do your favorite amount of push-ups a day. Just like don't even see it
Hmm.
as a thing, and it'll make you feel better, and you don't even notice. So yeah,
Yeah,
Jen.
because at some point I was looking forward to the time that it was time to work out. I was like, man, I
Yeah,
wish it was, the work. Like, I wish the clock would move faster so I could get to my time for a workout because I was looking forward to. I wanted to work out.
yeah. I can't honestly say I've ever gotten to that point where I'm consistently excited to work out, except for maybe like skating or roller derby. That's never happened for me. It was always after, like whenever the endorphin rush came, and like that would drive me to do it. I'd be like, afterwards, you're gonna feel fucking great for the rest of the day, and so that would be like my motivation. So yeah, Jen works out 3 hours a day by just kind of dancing around her apartment. And
Hmm.
she is on a vegetarian diet. And as a vegetarian, like you say, you eat out a lot because you are very social. You go out with your friends a lot. What do you eat like during the day when you're at home, like for meals and stuff?
Uh, it took some adjustment, but because of the fact that the foods that you can find here aren't necessarily what you find in the U.S. So I really would just eat whatever comes to my mind, but I definitely am conscious about making sure I just eat different colors. So, for example, like you want what's that? The five colors you're supposed to be eating, right? Like green, black,
I'm not
white, yellow,
necessarily sure that
and something
those kinds of
else.
scales are really that accurate. I just really think you should look at the kind of look at the kind of vitamins that are in the vegetables that you're eating and just eat those. But yeah, because like they're like you're not supposed to eat white foods. Well, bitch, cauliflower is white. Like you can't tell me. Also, I have to try to curse
Yeah.
less. I'm getting sassy,
I would
but
say I always eat something. I don't know. I always try to mix it up. Like I've been eating a lot. Let's say, for example, I've been eating a lot of spinach lately. I'll be like,
mm-hmm,
okay,
same.
need to switch out that green vegetable for something else. I just try to. I think I
Oh,
just
okay,
go
I
with
get
a
what you
bait.
mean.
I don't really know if I'm actually good at the color scale, but I just kind of go with the whole. I need leafy greens, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, what is leafy and what is green? Let's do this. And then
Yeah.
I haven't been eating this thing. Okay, I'm gonna grab some of that, and then I try not to buy too much because eating for one,
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure I can finish everything because I definitely don't want food to go bad.
Yes.
So that's probably the number one. I don't know. I'm really not that nutritious. Like I've got
So
a
you
friend staying
just
with me for a couple of days,
right.
and she was just like, I think we need to look at more vegetarian meals. And I was like,
Oh.
wow.
So
But I don't know. She didn't
you're
mean it that way. It was just because I'm so used to, buying a small amount of food and working with that. And then once that's all